Hello friends and welcome back to part 2 of this large meat grind battle. I will not bore you folks with tales of my recovery from part 1, but a few days have passed and I am definitely feeling better. So, without further ado, let's get back to running down these Union as they run scared through the woods. I can see that they're all pretty much retreating now. I feel it's really quite important that we move in and start trying to take as many of them out as we can. I feel that's pretty vital here. I'm going to move these lads round and try... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Multiple surrounding the light brigade here. Right lads, in we go. Not much else for it. Here, we need to move up now and start cutting off their retreat. Really do. There we go lads. Baylor can move up with you. First range battery can move. Widowmakers can move here, try and cut them off. They are definitely trying to retreat here. We really do need to try and whittle them down, cut them off, and make the retreat a little more eventful, shall we say. You lads can form there, you lads can form there. I'm very tempted to dismount them, but I don't know if that's the best move here. We just need to get in their way, slow them down, and give our lads a chance here to move up and basically engage with them. You lads need to pull back, we don't want you taking unnecessary damage here. Right, we're moving up, we're going to start harassing with them. And I noticed the light brigade are in big trouble. They're in quite a bit of trouble. They're in the middle of the enemy's lines. Pelham's coming up. The Widowmakers can move up and engage them. The first range battery can move up and get their range lined up with the rest of the army. Stevo's Outlaws can move up here. The Lucky Brigade are going to go there and we'll just try and keep the pressure on. Straw Hats can come here. Cook I'm going to leave in a bit of a defensive point here. And Marin can move up with them. Be very nice to take out this cannon brigade. Render them useless. Can you lads fire there? You lads move up and fire at them. That was an unfortunate volley there. Pull them away now. I just want to fire a quick volley here, then run. Exactly like that. Now form up. Second Dixie boys are coming. Their cannons are pretty much doomed here. And I feel like they know that. I'm going to just keep retreating and keeping an eye on them. If we fire at them, get a skirmish volley off, I think that might be them done. I think it probably is. I'm going to try and move the light brigade round and get them linking up with this cavalry. That way we've got a couple of thousand men. And I reckon I might put them in the woods here to act as a bit of a harassment point. We need to just move across the open here and start basically engaging them. We've got 2 hours 30 minutes. We know what we need to do. We need to just get to the task at hand, essentially. We're engaging some of them here. We've managed to stop them from fully retreating. And the Straw Hats are moving up here. The Lucky Brigade can move and fire at them. And Stevo's Outlaws can move and fire at them. You chaps are in position. We'll get Sinclair on the point. Trig's going to move down to the crossing. And we'll get the 6th Rebel Yell here on the high ground. Here we've got some men and a cannon regiment. We'll move them as close to the battle as we can. We know what we need to do. Let's start trying to deploy ourselves and start doing it, I guess. Simple as that. We're basically just giving chase across the open ground now as they try to pull back and reform, which is fine with me. These lads are getting their arse handed to them. Not ideal. They've got a lot of cannons there, don't they? Good God, move up and get some encouragement there. Colonel Randall Nicholas was wounded. I think that's the Lucky Brigade if I'm not mistaken. Stevo's Outlaws and the Lucky Brigade are doing some work there, so they are about to be flanked with Straw Hats. Pull back lads. Pull back. Cook move up, engage with them. Straw Hats set up here. Stop them from firing at our flank. Okay, there's some boo-boos being made, but I think that was always going to be the case, right? Ghost Legion move up. You lads move up. You lads move up. Right, you lads. We want to dismount all of you and get set up in the woods here. Look guys, I finally listened to all of your advice. Although these guys haven't dismounted for some reason. Right, let's go chaps. Let's get ourselves set up and get a bit of a mobile skirmish line here. There we go lads. There we go. That's what we're about. Now we're in the woods here. They are not. This is looking bloody good. It's nice. We've managed to cut off a few of their regiments. Brigades. Sorry, I get confused constantly between regiment, brigade, corps, which is spelt like corpse. But we'll overlook that, right? Let's get set up here. Let's continue harassing. The more of them that we can sort of harass and cut down before they get there, the better. There is a regiment there. Interesting. Let's set up there. You lads can start firing at them. These cannons can set up there. Right, these lads have done the work here. Let's move in and cut them off. Steve-O's outlaws can move up and engage them. We'll keep Morin there. You lads can move up. You lads can move up. Let's go Pelham. The Southern Twisters can come back to the front. And you lads can continue your advance. The 3rd Rebel Yell can set up there. You lads can come up and start engaging with them, because they're getting their arse handed to them here by our dismounted cavalry. In a big way, may I add. In a big way they're getting their arse handed to them. Right, Richmond boys and co, we're going to get you moved up and get the lads that are sort of caught in their trap here. These Dixie boys, Smoky Bandits moving up. I think we're looking good. Maybe I'm being somewhat overly positive for a change, but this seems to be going well. Our skirmish cavalry in those woods are doing great work. I can see these lads getting encircled and their morale breaking very shortly. The Widowmakers, I'm going to move towards these supplies. Supplies are just very tempting. If I see them, I want to capture them basically. Here, they're getting hit with our rangers. I think we can cross here without them actually bothering us. So any regiments we can get in situ, I'm gonna run with. They're getting routed, but they're sort of routing in a frustrating manner. They're firing here. Dolski's mad lads, get out of there. You Widowmakers, you also need to get out of there. We want to hit them from basically 3 sides, but all from afar. We don't want to be up close and personal with them if we can avoid it. We've basically moved them from here, but they've got a lot more men here than we realised. To put it bluntly, going to move our range battery up. You know, sort of trying to exercise our mind and prepare for things that are to come. This has been a great move here. We've really made it difficult for them to retreat. I think they have more men in here than we realised though. So I'm going to send Wolf's Legion over this way to also get an eyes on. You lads have had a slight breather. We're going to walk you up towards the front here. Dolski's mad lads move up and engage them. Same with the Widowmakers. You lads move up. You lads move up. You lads move up. They're pretty much surrounded, so I think here it's just a matter of time. Yeah, it's just a matter of time here. You lads move up. Keep firing at them. We're going to get them formed up here. We'll keep shooting at them most we can. These lads are moving up to the front, and here we're moving into... See what they've got here. I notice we have a load of regiments that are sort of getting basically left behind here. I'll try my best to move them up, but I think we all know that I'm going to be a little bit too late for that party. Got some cavalry there. We've got ammo, which we're definitely going to end up needing. We can move the cavalry up, but they're more of a defensive force. We also have skirmishers there. I'm going to try to reattach them, but I imagine by the time they get here it'll be largely too late. You lads keep moving up, keep an eyes on. The 47th Virginia, they can pull back into the woods, I hope. You can fire at them, you can fire at them. You boys keep going. I think I'd like to remount these guys, get them caught up with the rest of their compatriots. So we'll do that, and then we'll get them here. Get in a bit of skirmish there. The cannons and everything here is just coming together. Steve-O's outlaws doing great work. These lads are over here. These lads are sadly dug in, but we're seeing what we can do. And as far as I can tell, I think we're firing at these lads from afar here. With the cannons, they're in a good position. So we've got the pressure on. Moody and Moody skirmishers have sort of been left there. Could maybe send some reinforcements here to help out. But we have pressure on them, and I think so far we're looking pretty good. The cannons here have moved up. They should be able to get some point blank fire in here. Widowmakers can move up. I actually think we've destroyed a large portion of their army so far. Plus our actual infantry are slowly making their way up here to help out these lads. We can move them up, we can dismount them and get them deployed in the woods. They should do some pretty banging work here. In here we are still engaging these lads. It says they've only got like 2 regiments left, but I'm somewhat doubting that if I'm being honest. I'm very much doubting that. We'll move up, we'll keep an eyes on. In here though, these lads are doing great work. Really great work. Our actual brigades of infantry are now starting to arrive. They're obviously going to be a massive help. We need to move up, make sure that these lads aren't shooting at our 24 pounders. They are hella expensive to replenish. Lads here, I'm going to move up and start putting some pressure on them. We'll probably advance and start firing at them. Can we just bypass them? We're going to take casualties, but I think we can. Here, maybe that is all they have here. Maybe they're trying to retreat along this road. I suppose that makes sense. I'm going to do my best to try and grab these supplies with these lads. Free ammo's free ammo, right? The first rebel yell, we're moving up here to hopefully get involved. The Richmond boys can move up. You lads can get back on your horses, and we'll prepare you for a continuation of your flanking. Move up here, we want to basically engage them. Oh no, mistakes have been made here. Supplies surrendered, excellent. You guys can start firing it. This is not good. That was my bad there. That was my bad. Here our advance has honestly been sort of too successful. So I'm going to take these three, we're going to move them up here and continue the attack from here. There we go. What's this here now? The second rebel yell have been essentially completely forgotten about. That's great. Here we can move up and start engaging them. These guys are needing ammo. We're going to fire another volley and then we're going to pull back. There we go. You lads can form up here. You've got some work left to do. These supplies, in fact, I'm going to move them there to replenish these lads. And we'll move up and try and finish them off. I actually dare say that these two lads combined could deal with that. And we'll move the second Dixie boys straight up the route there. There's some supplies here as well. We'll get Hinds up to help replenish our cavalry. Their work here is undoubtedly not done. I think they're all sort of needing ammo here, aren't they? Continue firing there. Dolski's mad lads can get set up in the gap between. We'll keep firing. You lads move up and you can run, get in a position. You guys are firing. The Widowmakers can set up there and Mr. Randolfski can move up. You get there, you get there. Straw Hats can set up there. Let's go. Trig, let's go. No one's really bothering you. Let's get you lads around here. Let's go, lads. Time is of the essence here. The quicker we get pressure on and move in, the better. So 1 point is there and 1 is there. I think that might be for our cavalry to go have a look at, right? So you can move there, take your time there, and then go up towards the front. You remounted. Move you there, move you there, move you there. First rebel yell, let's get you as far forward as we can. Richmond boys move up. Blackpool Brigade move up. Dolski's mad lads move into the line. Get yourself involved. They're firing, excellent. Here, we get the Widowmakers moved up. You three move up and start firing at them. Let's overwhelm them. Cook move up. Southern Twisters move up. You lads can move up there. You lads can fire at them. Straw Hats come round there. Yeah, I've got some really nice pressure on them just now. Some really nice pressure. Just need to be careful they don't try and advance and attack us, because we would be very vulnerable to that. Steve-O's Outlaws and Co are going to move up. We're going to start running some of these brigades and getting in. I've got to say, we fought a lovely fight in advance here. We've slowly moved up and just kept putting the pressure on and making them come to us, making them deal with us. We're going to disengage these lads, form them here and then go towards them. Our cavalry has roughly at least half ammo now. There or thereabouts anyway. So they're going to be moved up to here. And you lads can keep firing at them. Second Dixie boys can reattach. Another one of our commanders sadly been wounded, but that's going to happen in war. Especially in a battle as bloody as this. Richmond boys move up and engage them. First rebel yell can move right behind them. Blackpool Brigade are duking it out here with multiple brigades. So it's always going to be a rough battle. Always going to be a rough battle. Widowmakers can come around here, and then you lads are in a lovely combined line here, and they just can't do anything to us here. This is a bit of a defensive position if I do say so. So we'll move up, we'll try and keep the defensive line here. We want to be putting pressure on them and sort of attacking them from multiple angles. You lads move up. Here we're doing well. The Blackpool Brigade being routed. Very unusual for them to be set back. That is a lot of cavalry here. A lot of cavalry. We're going to form up here and try and attack them one at a time. We'll see how that works out. The first rebel yell can fire there. And we'll get the ammo up here. Actually, the ammo looks like it's actually needed along this line. Widowmakers, come round here, get yourselves involved. Mr. Randolfski, come there. I think we're looking good. Looking really good. We're getting the pressure on here, we're moving the lads up, we're just continuing to fire. You lads move up. In fact, we're going to take these two, put them there, put these Dixie boys there, firing that way. Third rebel yell will move up, Blackpool Brigade can come back to the front line. They're going to run a little bit. That is a lot of skirmish cavalry. I did not realise they had that many here. I think we're going to need these lads here. Los Legion up become. Second Dixie boys up become. I think we're going to need both of them here to deal with this. These supplies we captured are moving up. They're going to keep them continuing to do what they're doing. Blackpool Brigade are going to form here. We can walk them now, take their time. Skirmishers are doing their work. Scotch Guards move up. Right here, I think we're just going to have to overwhelm them and sort of charge at them. I think that's the best port of call. And I think the job of this will fall to the Lucky Brigade. Let's go, chaps. And here we'll move 2 brigades up to support them once they're into the fray. But there goes the Lucky Brigade. Cue Foo Fighters, my hero. Do 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 do. Look at them go, magnificent bastards. Someone had to move up and try and charge the defensive position, and I guess they were elected for it. Here they appear to be formed up in the woods. We do not want to engage with them if we can. The Lucky Brigade appear to now be moving them. I think on this flank we're going to send Pelham in. Move these lads up. Smokey's bandits can move up. We are dislodging them well and truly from the point. We do ideally need to finish these guns off. I just cancelled their charge because I am what you call a penis. These cannons need to go though big time. Here we're doing fine. These cannons are probably largely useless now. We're going to try and bring them across, but I think they'll be probably too late to be really involved here. Cook's going to move up. Get the rest of the lads moved up and get us reorganised. Second Rebel Yell, we'll get them in the front. These guys are running out of ammo, that's fine, it was always going to happen. Okay, our infantry's finally here. The second Dixie Boy is going to move up and engage with them. We've got our cavalry and support should they come and say hello. They don't seem to be too keen to engage with us. The Confederates have we've secured one of the points. Now, I'm going to pause and just look at what's in front of us here. I've paused and I realised that we have a point here which we can maybe move around with our cavalry and try and take if we're feeling naughty. I am not too keen on frontally assaulting them here. If they want to sit and duke it out with us from afar, that's fine with me. You lads, we're going to form up there. The Lucky Brigade have done their sort of heroic charge. We're going to move them along. Cook's going to go there. Smokey's bandits there and Pelham there. I think our frontal charges are sort of done for now. Yeah, I think our frontal charges are sort of done for now. We're going to try and play smart and reduce our losses. We need to try and break through this somehow though. Send the lads forward. Fire at them. They do not want to engage us here. They just keep sort of running and reorganising themselves. What's that all about? Richmond boys, up we go. Blackpool Brigade come here. You lads fire at them. Fire at them. Fire at them. They do not appear too keen to fight us here in the front. So we want to basically try and engage them. Keep them in, locked in the front line battle here and then try and break their flank here. It's basically our plan. Now you lads can move up and hopefully engage them now. Let's go. You lads fire at them. You lads fire at them. They should actually be routed pretty easily with like full volleys. So that's the dream. You lads keep going. We need to try and break around the flank here. I see we're in an awkward scenario where both sides are trying to hit and run. That's never going to work well. Let's go lads. Hit and run there. They're going to be doing the same to you. Ghost Legion. Hit and run. We're actually getting round their flank here. Good to see, good to see. Supplies here, they can run the line. Most of the lads are starting to run out of ammo. It was always going to happen in an engagement of this length. Yeah, I think we're just going to engage them here and try and sneak around the flank with these lads. Try and keep casualties to a minimum. Ammo here is pretty much full, which is good. You guys move up and just engage Minty. Yeah, I think we're fine. You lads move around there. And you can run now. I think the time for running is on. Very much on. We'll move up. I'm going to send the Grey Caps after them. And then the other two are going to come round here. They can hold fire. We'll try and grab these supplies and we'll push in here. Right, they are sadly in a defensive position here. We're going to continue the fight and we're going to try and take this point. Only we're going to try and probably overlay micro it. And cause them problems. That's the dream here. More supplies that are ours. You lads can turn off your fire at will and we're going to try and break in here. Wilkes Legion move up and engage them and then we're going to pause and take overall sort of measure of what's going on. Heinz can turn around here and go back along the line. Straw Hats can move up. We've got a nice line set. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how this has went overall. I think it could have been a lot worse. We have taken a lot of losses compared to what some of you chaps had told me you've sort of managed to do in the comments, but I am not a god at this game. I am but a mere mortal. This does look like it's going to take quite a bit of breaking, so I think we'll move the 2nd Dixie boys up there and engage them. The Richmond boys can go up there, and Welsh Legion can come round here and then engage them. This is our way in here. Hopefully finishing this with less losses. This is always going to happen with all these men in here. Grey Caps continue. We want to finish them off if we can, please. You lads move up. Engage with them. Try and destroy them if we can. Very tempted just to charge at them here. The losses are going to be steep if we do that though, aren't they? Keep engaging with Minty. Honestly, dismount and just finish them off. It's easily doable here. You outnumber them multiple to 1. It should be fine. Supplies keep up here. Welsh Legion keep moving up. Have they left the point? They have. They've left the point. Wow. Move up and fire at them. Yeah, they've routed. Boys, up you go. Definitely not the wisest move here, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done here. Welsh Legion need to fire and run. They are far too close here. Cavalry come up. Dixie boys need to just be in here. They need to just get in the woods and basically challenge for the point. They're going to take casualties, but unavoidable. The Richmond boys are going to charge up. Their time is now. The 2nd Dixie boys are pretty much on the point, and Welsh Legion are supporting. These lads are still duking it out with them in the swamp. Again, not ideal, but we're here. We'll deal with it. You lads need to fire at them. Please do not rotate and do anything as stupid as that. You lads move up. We need to start hitting Gross. We're out him. I think we've won. We need to hold that for 19 minutes and job's done. Job's done. Right, lads, get yourselves down. Let's go. Engage. Engage. This is 1 if we can hold. 2nd Dixie boys move up, fire at them. Bloody great work here. We've not even had to assault half of the and basically defended positions. That being said, we do have to sort of have to stay dug in here and stop them from dislodging us, which is going to be no easy task. You lads are going to have to fall back because you're going to be overwhelmed in just a second. You need to start standing and fighting here, not running. The Richmond boys have been knocked back, but I think we knew that was going to happen. 12 minutes and we've got the dub here, as the kids are calling it. The dub. Welsh Legion can get in here. We are about to be counter-attacked from the rear here, which could spell a disaster. Here I'm going to try and move the Blackpool Brigade round and the Widowmakers. And we'll just keep the pressure on here. Keep the pressure on. These lads are going to get a rough time. The Grey Caps, have they finished them? I don't care if they've not, we're going to pull them down here. They need to get back involved. You lads need to move up and hit them. You lads need to hit them as well. We need to stop them from hitting them in the rear. Or challenge them for the point for that matter. Are they going for the supplies? It looks like they're going for the supplies. They are. They were going for the supplies. What an interesting move. These lads are being rear flanked now and there's 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. I feel like we need to turn and face them, but I'm not so sure we can. You lads need to stop running. You need to face up here. And the Union have secured it. My good God. All of that work for nothing. 2nd Dixie boys are now in a melee brawl here. I need to put them on hold, don't I? Where is it? Hold. We need them to hold position. 47th Virginia we also need to hold. So move up and then hold. You need to stand and fight here. Welsh Legion, you can move round. These boys are starting to come up and get here. So we've secured it again, but we need to hold it this time and hold it proper. Up you come. Hold. Welsh Legion move up and then you're going to need to hold. Minty is still in the fight here. I thought you lads had finished them off. Pain in the arse. Where's the Richmond boys? How far have they ran? Tell me they're not gone. Have they been destroyed? Are the Richmond boys just... Oh no, they're here, sorry. They're here. Light Brigade, I'm going to move up. We're going to get them in the woods. We're going to challenge. You lads are going to move up and fire at them. Welsh Legion's going to fire at them. We need to finish off Minty here. There's no doubt about that. Richmond boys move up. Just engage with them. Blackpool Brigade getting the point and face that way. Light Brigade can pull back and reform themselves. Welsh Legion move up and hit them. You lads are doing just fine here. We have the point. 12 minutes to go this time. If they try to charge it, we're going to have to move some of the boys in and just, I guess, make their time more difficult. Grey Caps, we're going to go and hopefully recapture the supplies. Dixie boys need to be back here like yesterday and continue their work. Continuing to duke out with them. We're on the point. The Richmond boys are hitting their flank. They're finally routing. So let's get the Blackpool Brigade moved up. The Richmond boys, we're going to move closer. And the Dixie boys are going to come up straight in the point here. The Light Brigade, we will remount them. We'll get them reorganised. Wills Legion are going to stay here and duke it out with them. You're going to be remounted. You've got things you need to do here. So here, we've got multiple brigades here now. That's not ideal. You lads rout. Don't let them fire at you. Not for free. Move up and fire at them. We're looking good on the point here actually. The 2nd Dixie boys are going to come in here. Our cavalry's reformed. Wolves Legion's firing at them. I think we've got this. 3 minutes to go. I've always wondered, can you end it the second it's contested, or do you need the tick to appear? It's another question I've always had that you pros can answer me. I also, I'm going to try and end the battle on a high by capturing these supplies. Oh, immediately it's gone to a victory. Now, you folks have said that this battle is quite often a graveyard for campaigns. I don't know if we have backed ourselves into a corner, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. We had 3 corps versus the enemy's 4. We actually had more men than them, which I am massively surprised at. And our casualties and losses here were essentially, they were about 2.5 to 1. Our goals, we pretty much did everything. And you guys are right, it's kind of misleading because you basically only have to take the last points. Units wise, you can see we dominated kills. Our losses here, I wouldn't say they're too severe. You know, everything should be fixable. And in terms of generals, we did not lose anyone and we had a load of promotions. Now, the backbone of our playthroughs has been goods captured and rescued. You can see here we have got thousands of guns rescued, which is good for us. Very good for us. We've got some of our Whitworths back. I think that was a good battle going forward. And I think that will set us up very, very nicely for what is to come. So, for ahead, we've got our messages here that help us. Beer Army must again abandon our camps and withdraw. Sir, we need more ables to fight this rebel. Must have been improved. We have dispatched several elite brigades of 37,000 total strength to fight by your side. Okay. I'm ready to order the transfer of 44,300 recruits. So that's how many men they're getting, I suppose. So next up we have a battle out here. The 1st Franklin. We have Rio Hill. Blackwater River. Oh no, and Chancellorsville. Okay, so there's a few big engagements coming. We have 200,000 in the bank. 8,000 recruits. And I'm going to immediately spend our points. I'm going to upgrade economy here. For 2. I'm going to upgrade the economy for 2 here. Again, I probably could have used some of my points more wisely, but hey, here we are. But friends, that's another success that I'm honestly over the moon with. Here is how we stand. Still brigades to be named. We've lost a few, or we've had a few leaders be injured, so we'll be replacing them. But there are brigades available should you wish to be a part of the playthrough. My friends, thank you for tuning in once again. Take care of yourselves, and until the next one, Toodle pip for now.